Hello and welcome to episode 23 of my Working with Evernote series. In this episode, I want to quickly show you the new features in Evernote on iOS 10. So let's get cracking straight away. If we go into, open up my Evernote, and what we'll see is a little bit slow, but remember I'm using an iPhone 6, so unfortunately I can't show you the 3D touch functions, which I will do once I get my new iPhone 7 in a few weeks time. So basically there's very little in the user interface that's actually changed. A lot of the changes actually occur outside and more system-wide. So let's just go into the system. Down here I have my Evernote, and as you can see, the actual notification window has changed. We can actually show recently viewed notes will appear there. If you turn on the setting, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment, you can show less. And the sad thing I find here is by showing less I don't get the quick action buttons, but that's okay. Now to be honest, these were here in iOS 9, but we have note, camera, reminder and search. So if I click on that, it'll open up Todoist and allow me to create a note straight away. That's really nice. That's very quick. Now as I mentioned before, you can actually go into your settings, and I've got to go find this, customize general. So if we go in there and let's have a look, where are we? Show notes in widget, which is here. I could turn that on. And now what's going to happen is when I go into my, it'll take a few moments to, so there you go. I can now see all my notes, that recent notes that I've actually put in there will show up on there. I can show less, and again it just shows me the last note that I put into Evernote. So that's a really nice feature if you wish to use it. You have a little bit more control, as I say, because you can actually switch it on or switch it off. I prefer it off because the notes are actually up at the top when you open up Evernote. So there we go. Now that's that. Now the really new feature is over there in messages. So here we have a message window open. If I click on my down here and then click on here at the bottom, I now have Evernote widget, which means that I can actually click on that. It will share that note with my wife, which I think is really cool if you wish to use Evernote, and particularly if you're using in a business setting, and if you're using iMessages, I can see this being incredibly useful. And really that's about it. There was an update in Todoist, in Evernote not so long ago, which actually changed. If I show you what's happening here, it actually changed the we're going to create a quick note. What it did do was change the bullet lists. So let's hang on. What I really want to do is create so if I go in here and I can create, yeah, so that's one of the ones. One of these things that I really wish Evernote would sort out is it's not very clear on the black background. So if we just delete that, trying to do this with one hand is really rather difficult, I think. And then create another one, and as you can see, the actual box has changed a little bit, but not much at all. But that was one of the bigger changes in a recent update from Todoist. I'm going to delete that draft, and really that's it in for iOS 10. So it's really all down to the widgets, where you can actually see your notes. You can actually, as I say, click on that and you can get down to your quick entry functionality there, which is absolutely fantastic. And also in messages, where we now have that wonderful additional functionality of being able to send an Evernote note. Okay, and you can go through your previous notes just by going through there. It's very easy to do. So hopefully, and you can find a note by using the note section. Okay, hopefully that has proved useful for you. If you were wondering what was new in Evernote for iOS 10, well, there you go. Those are the main features. I'm sure there's a few other under the hood features that I haven't shown. And as I said before, I can't show you 3D touch because unfortunately I only have an iPhone 6, but that will change in the next few weeks as I will be getting my new iPhone 7, hopefully at the end of October. Things are a little bit slower to arrive in Korea. Okay, so that just remains for me to wish you all a very, very productive week, and I will see you in the next episode.